Another reason why people still love their paper books is the packaging. A lot of people feel the way a book looks and the image on the front cover.
Oh, that's huge. Yes.
Yeah, really attracts them.
And
to
even
a book.
how the book is, whether it's embossed.
The texture.
Yeah, if it's embossed, if it's got raised letters on it.
Yeah.
And, and I think that really you can only do with feel.
You
to
can't,
get that.
and you can't get that on an ebook. No way.
No.
You'll never
even
replace
if the
that.
picture is replicated on the ebook, the feel so often of a cover, particularly, you just couldn't replicate.
Yeah. Well, look, there's some beautiful, probably not so much with fiction, but a lot of the coffee table books or your some really gorgeous cookbooks have so much texture involved. There's like books with material on them, and you just that's such a beautiful feel.
And especially kids' books.
Yeah.
Kids' books have so many. Often you can take out little bits and pieces and move things
You're
around.
not going to replace that. Actually,
No.
I've got some really. I've just come across a series of augmented reality books.
Oh.
I don't know if you know anything about.
I don't.
Well, I didn't know anything about it a few weeks ago either. It's their new children's book, and what I love is that now publishers are starting to incorporate technology into. So you still need the paper, but they're incorporating it with what's available technologically also. And these books, it's just immensely difficult to explain to you actually.
And what are they called?
They're called augmented reality.
Okay,
And
so if listeners are interested, they could look that up on the net.
Yeah. So what you do is the book looks physically like a normal children's picture book.
Oh, okay.
Picture book.
Yes.
And it's a story.
Yes.
But if you go to this publisher's website, and obviously the information's on the book that you purchase.
Yeah.
And you download an application onto your computer, and the only requirement is that you have a camera on your computer.
Okay.
And you then face the book to the computer. The actual characters, you have to see this to believe it, I'm telling you, Denise. It's incredible. Wow. The actual characters lift from the book and start walking around.
Oh, no way.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
It is just crazy. It is just crazy.
Are these available in any bookshop?
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure. Look, we saw it and we had to have it.
Oh,
and
wow.
look, it's not even like we're actually going to start talking about it more. And
now that is an absolute perfect marriage of both technologies.
Yeah.
Because you've got the actual paper book in your hand, but you're engaging with the new technology to bring it to life.
I tell you, it's not the kids that are going to want them. It's the parents. I tell you.
I want one now.
I'll have to bring one in and show it to you.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Wow.
because it's just, I've never seen anything like it.
So how long have these been available?
We just got them.
Wow. And
Just
what
got
sort
them.
of price range do these fall in?
It's so inexpensive. They're like $16.99.
You're joking.
Yeah.
I'm going straight after the show and buy one. No, they just sound amazing.
It is. It's just like we have to demonstrate it to actually, show what it's all about. So we will be doing that. But
that is so going to bring out the kid in all of us.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Oh, wow.
So that's, I was talking about packaging of a real book. Well, there you go. Putting it all together.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah. The other thing people love about paper books is even though they complain that they lend things to people and they don't come back, they actually like sharing books with people. They actually like saying to someone, I just read this book and I love it. You can borrow it. And they like the fact that, some people write things and when they get it, it's got that person's notes on it. And
because it's a very sharing thing, isn't it? Books.
Yeah, such a social thing. The process of reading it is a very isolated thing that you enjoy personally.
Yes.
But you're reading it because then you want to talk about it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. The other thing is people love secondhand bookstores. They love it. They love the concept of being physically in a room full of books and finding treasures.
Well, on that vein, it's really quite special when you go into, say, a secondhand bookshop and you're going through the book, and in the book maybe a dedication to someone who gave it to somebody else.
Yep.
It may have a note in it or something like, and it could be like, hundreds of years old, or it could be just last week. But it really has that feeling of life that someone else has had this book. And even if, like, it might have a dedication, lots of love from, Joe, and then you start thinking, I wonder who gave this book to Joe, and it gives it another life.
Someone said, you could get, like, maybe a ticket butt might fall out of it.
Yes, and then
that someone's used that as a bookmark. Or another person said, it might have like the author's signature. Like
if it's an original,
many times I've come across books in secondhand bookstores with a signature on it.
Yes.
So stuff like that you can't replicate electronically.
No, you can't. And as I said, it gives a very sense of another story of the life of the actual book, where this book has been, who it belonged to, and things like that.
Another reason why people still love their paper books is that they work anywhere you are, anytime. You don't need power. You don't need to recharge it. You don't need Wi-Fi. You don't need the internet.
That's very true.
It's just there.
You're not relying on anything else other than that book you've got in your hand.
Exactly. So just simple, easy. Imagine me. I mean, I get so frustrated with my computer sometimes.
Yes.
So, I can just imagine if I'm really hanging out to read a book and I just can't get the thing going.
And like it always happens on the computer, it's some pivotal moment and you're just about to find out who killed somebody or whatever.
And it freezes on you.
It freezes. We're going to have to end this task now, comes up on your computer.
Yeah, a failure or like, a major error or something.
That's right. That's right.
And just the final thing about why people still love their paper is one person said they can swat a fly while they're reading it.
We could do that with your laptop, but it might damage your laptop.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And the final thing was that someone said they make great gifts.
Oh, absolutely.
And you can't exactly hand someone an ebook.
Well, it wouldn't have the same feel if you gave them the disc.
Yeah, well, you can't even download it on a disc at the moment.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah, you can only physically download it into your reader.
Oh, well, no, that wouldn't be the same for gift giving.
So you couldn't.
No, absolutely not. You're listening to Creative Corner with Denise and Book Chat, and the time is 5 minutes to 7.
That was Nickelback with Gotta Be Somebody. I love Nickelback.
They are a good group. And you're listening to Creative Corner and Book Chat with Denise and Jackie. And, of course, Sunday is Father's Day.
It is. I know. It's September.
I know. Well, that's good because it's spring, although it doesn't actually feel like spring tonight. It is
I
actually
thought it was
spring.
I'm out in my short sleeves today.
So what's popular?
I thought you might be interested to know what my picks are for Father's Day.
Okay.
Okay. So I thought I'd start with ABC. There's a Doctor Who. There's a new board game out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
as in a proper board game?
Board game. So people are very excited. It's called the Time Wars board game.
Right.
So that's one to look out for.
Mm-hmm.
Top Gear have got the board game's been out for a while, but they've brought it out in a limited edition tin.
How popular is that show?
Oh, very. Yeah, and the dads love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a really good one to look out for. And also, last year before Christmas, Top Gear the ABC issued a helmet, Stig's helmet, with a 4 DVD collection. And it was a limited time only, and it's come out again just for Father's Day.
Oh, fantastic.
So loads of people missed out on that one, so it's available again just for a short time.
Okay.
My documentary selection is Voyage of the Planet, which was just on the ABC.
Right.
And we got it a week after it was aired.
Terrific.
Yeah. My food selection, my food DVD for Father's Day is Rick Stein's Far Eastern Odyssey.
Is that for Father's Day or Mother's Day?
Oh, no, men like Rick Steins.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And my music selection is a CD that's called Musical Handyman. It's classics to inspire the handy dad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm going to get that for my husband. Hopefully it'll inspire him to get handy.
I think that's quite amusing. I think you should all go out and buy that for your dad.
Now, the books. Okay.
This is suggested books for Father's
Day. There's an amazing array of Australian non-fiction out there at the moment.
Oh,
huge. It's very exciting. But my pick out of the lot is Peter Fitzsimons, and I don't know if it's because I met him I've met him, and he's a
Oh,
lovely
there you
man.
are, name dropping.
Yeah, I know, he's lovely. But he's got a book out called A Simpler Time,
Right.
and it's about his account growing up in Sydney's outskirts in the 1960s and talking about life in the rural outskirts.
Oh, great.
There's also an abundance of military books out there at the moment.
And my brother-in-law loves military books.
Huge array, and most of those are Australian as well, which is a good thing. But my pick, there's a beautiful book called Cruiser, and it's all about HMAS Perth,
Yes.
which was sunk in March 1942.
Okay.
And it was a crew of 353, and less than a third of them came back.
Oh, was it during the war? Or?
Yeah, World War II, that one.
Okay.
Yeah, so a lot of people have been looking,
Interested in that book.
Yeah.